Hello, 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 hello. Yvette Sojourner here. Yvette Sojourner here. Welcome. Listen, if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. How else is all this goodness going to be spread across the YouTubeverse and the interweb? This is the place and the space where luxury meets authenticity. Today, we are going to dive in to my travel essentials. Yes, this is one of the videos that I always love to do, and guess what? It's that time of the year. We're revving up for our trip to France and Monte Carlo. So here we are. These are all the things that I just cannot be without, and there are some new things that I want to test out and try for all of you. So let's get into it. First things first, of course, I just did a video on this bag, and this is a travel essential. I have to have a personal item when I'm traveling, and I always go for a bigger bag in addition to my carry-on. So this year it will be the Hermes Her bag. I will report back as far as how it is to travel with on a long haul flight and traveling abroad. The next thing I could not be without is my Manos carry-on plus suitcase. I think honestly this is not the plus, this is the Pro. Hubs has the plus, and I believe it has a little pocket that you can zip and tuck things in on the front of it. This is the Pro. I could not be without this suitcase simply because I am an overpacker. I love taking as much stuff as I can with me. Even though we have a home in France, Hubs is always baffled at how much I want to take with me in addition to what we already have there. But I know many of you will get it and understand. Listen, we go to various places while we are in France and in Monte Carlo, and sometimes it requires a different look and feel than being countryside or at the market in town. I always like to take those extra tidbits with me to make sure that I am prepared. These next items are something that I want to try out by a company that I just think is amazing, and that is these new pouches by Cadence. I am in love with Cadence's products. At first, I was skeptical when it came to the pods. So let me talk about those first, and then I'll come back to this. My first experience with Cadence was with the pods here. The issue I ran into with these, they leaked when I was traveling. And you know, they are known for having products that do not leak. Yes, they leaked, and every time I got on a plane, the altitude, it happened. So I was in the midst of giving up on Cadence until they released the Flex Set. This set of pods are amazing. I have traveled with them. They have not disappointed. I will definitely be reporting back on these when I go abroad so that you know how they work out. They just released these cases that the pods fit into, and they are 1 quart, and I feel they will be a great addition. I'm kind of curious as to the wear and tear, seeing they fold like this. A lot of times with the plastic, it does become an issue. Before I pick these up, my go-to has always been Truffle, and as you can see, I have a collection. This is not even a fraction of what I own. This is what my go-to was prior to Cadence. I love these cases. The problem I ran into with these cases is the fact that, as you can see right there, you see that they definitely have this issue with the clear pieces. It's just something that happens. They become very foggy and make it look dirty when it's not dirty. And that is what I'm curious to see if this also happens with Cadence's cases as well. So we shall see. I will test them out. I have 3, so we will see what happens with that. I will continue to use the Truffle cases. I love the structure of them. The issue with the plastic really doesn't bother me as much. I just love the way that I can use them and know that I can rely on it. Next are my Chanel pouches. I cannot be without these pouches. I put all of my cords, wires, Some of my DJI Osmo pieces are in this pouch. I cannot be without them when I'm traveling. It just helps so much. All of my travel tech are in these pouches. All of my travel tech. I know other people, they use them for makeup. I don't have any makeup, so I had to use them for what I use them for. And since we're on Chanel, my Chanel sleeves will be going with me. Yes, I always travel with these so that I can safely protect my iPad Pros. I have to, don't ask. I need them both, and I use them both on a regular basis. One is mainly for editing. The other is for when I want to journal and so on and so forth. All of these sleeves I do use. I typically put the keyboards into the smaller ones and put the iPads in the bigger one. I did run into issues in the past with trying to use these with laptops, hence why I just decided to go with the iPad Pro. It just fits all of my needs. I can travel with it without it taking up a ton of space and having a lot of weight to it. The next thing, I cannot travel without, especially if you are wanting me to share my experience and journey with you, my Bose headphones. Yes, I know there are some who are in love with Apple's headphones. I have used Bose for so long. I refuse to switch. I love these headphones. The Quiet Comfort Ultra, I don't know. It's the Quiet Comfort, I think. I think these are the Quiet Comfort. I'm not even sure. But what I do know is they are fabulous for editing. I cannot be without them. Every video I put out for all of you, I have these and use these to create those videos. The next thing I could not be without is the Flaus Electric Flosser. I love this flosser. And now they have a travel case that makes it even better. Listen, Hubs and I got one of these when they were first released, and we ended up getting 2 more to travel with. That's how much I enjoy flossing. I already floss on a regular basis. Before this, I was using Quip. But yes, an electric flosser just changed everything. If you are interested, you should definitely check this out. And then for sleeping, I will be taking my Osmo sleep buds. I'm gonna be honest here. Before Osmo was Bose, the Bose sleep buds, I still use those. So I believe I will be taking my Bose sleep buds with me and leaving these here since they are new, and just use my Bose to travel with. It's just that once I start using something and I get comfortable with it, I just stick with it. Now that we are preparing to go abroad again, I will swap out. So yes, do not be surprised if you see a video and it says Bose instead of Osmo. Just know these are being left here and the Bose are coming with me. Next up is my Osmo Pocket 3. I could not travel without something to share the entire trip with you. So I am going to try the Osmo Pocket 3 this year. If worst comes to worst, I will still use my iPhone. I'm gonna get the latest model, so I'll be upgrading my iPhone before I leave. So I have a backup just in case. Just know you will be coming along with me. At some point in time in the future, I know I will have to take a camera. But let me tell you, let me get a chair. Let me share something with you. Hubs has asked me this very same question. When will you start carrying a camera? A real camera when we travel? And I said, the day that I do not need to take my Birkin, Kelly, or Constance with me. Okay, that's enough, right? That's enough said. Enough said. I know it's not that big of a deal, right? A camera does not weigh a lot. It can. Oh my God, the lenses and all the equipment, if you want to do it properly, can weigh you down. So this right here is what we're going to do this go around. I am slowly evolving when it comes to taking a camera. I swear to you, it will change in time. It will. With this camera, I also picked up some filters, some extra filters, so I do not have to worry about when I'm in the sun, because yeah, that just can ruin everything. I have extra batteries. I even picked up the DJI Mics. So I have that one that came with the camera. I also picked up additional mics just in case I come across someone who wants to chat me up. Listen, I am preparing for big things. Of course, in my creator toolkit, I have some lights. I have some fallback mics that are my order mics. I have battery chargers, screen cleaners. Everything is in here. So I have a tech pouch. I have a couple tech pouches, as you can see. I have the Chanel ones, and then I have this one. In addition to this one, which houses my port for all of the bits and things to be transferred. Yeah. Yes, I tell you, I take this very seriously, even though I do not carry a camera per se. Of course, I could not even board the plane to leave the country without this. My passport holder. Yes, I love my Hermes passport holder till this day. It is my favorite. And we all know the one bag that I will be traveling with, in addition to everything else, my mini Evelyn. Yes, you knew it. You knew it before I said it, because this is my travel combo. It is. I go nowhere without these when I am hopping on a plane to go abroad. These are my two favorite pieces. I have no regrets since I've gotten either of them. I remember unboxing this with you last year, and I was just so excited. I love this. I love it. Get in and out of it very quickly in comparison to the one that I used to have that was Prada, and it was more like a book cover. Oh my goodness. It quickly became a headache after a couple of trips, because the people at the airport do not care how cute your passport cover is. They are not paying attention to that. They're like, just get it out as quickly as you can and move on. So there you have that. There is one other thing that is not in the case, but my electric toothbrush will always go with me. I love my electric toothbrush. Hence how I came to fall in love with an electric flosser. I tell you, these little things changed the game completely for me. They did. I cannot be without them now. I have the loop earbuds as well. That is just in case my Bose do not come through for me, or if they're not charged or something like that. For emergency situations, I love taking those. I have my little collagen packs, my Nuun for resting, and for hydrating, I have my EmergenC and Nuun in there as well. I have my Summer Fridays, which I do tend to use. My Summer Fridays, as you can see, it is thoroughly loved. I use this a lot when I'm traveling. I am taking my Glow Recipe Sun Glow U Drops. I am taking those with me. I have limited the beauty products that I take with me, seeing I have everything waiting for me in France. It's the same with the electric toothbrush. I take it with me to have in my bag, but I already have another electric toothbrush already at our house in France. So I don't need to take everything that I would normally take if we had not purchased the house there. This is why Hubs is baffled by the fact that I can still fill a suitcase, but I'm just like, there are things that I still need that are not null and void just because we have a home there now. In the future, it will change, of course, but for now, because we're just slowly accumulating the things there and taking our time in doing so, it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. In the past, I used to take my Lunya sleep mask, which I still have. I have one already in France, so I do not travel with it. The weighted Lunya sleep mask. I should specify that because they have two different types. I love the weighted sleep mask. It's the only sleep mask that I use here in the US when I'm traveling, but then also while I'm in France. I did also travel in the past with socks, blankets, pillows, things of that nature. It quickly changed when we started to fly first class or in business class. It just makes the world of a difference when I don't have to tote all the extra things and I know they're already there waiting for me. Another good example is slippers. I have my shoes, tuck them away, and just solely wear the slippers when I'm on a plane so that when I leave the plane, I can leave them right there and not even try to take those things with me. I believe that is all I have. If there's anything I add, it would potentially be a mask just so that I can keep my skin hydrated. But I don't know. I tend to get on a plane now and just solely focus on relaxing. That is ultimately the goal. Hubs, I swear to you, as soon as he hits the seat on the plane, he's unconscious. I don't know how he does it, but for me, it doesn't work that way. So last year I tried to create some content. I tried to read, listen to music. None of that helped. None of that soothed me. I don't know why last year I was so anxious. The year before I was perfectly fine, but last year I was very anxious. This year I'm hoping that it will be a smoother ride for me, and if worst case, I'll just watch some TV and zone out. If nothing else, you know I will be on a plane creating content for all of you and trying to push it out to you. Worst case scenario. But listen, until then, we shall see. In this moment, as I said, we are preparing. Everything is happening so quickly. I had to get this out to you. The next video should be a pack with me because I am so excited to begin that process. I have not begun to pack at all. I have not. I need to. It needs to happen. I cannot wait to share with you the pieces that I am inspired by and what I believe I will wear. Sometimes you take some things and it just doesn't work out. Yes, it happens to me very regularly. So I try to limit what I take. So I'm kind of forced to wear those things. But seeing I have other items already there, it makes my life so much easier. So thank you so much for joining me as always. Until next time.